What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Ash Brown, and this is Ash Brown Uncensored. On this program, I talk a little bit about everything. It may be pop culture related, but it's probably Ash Brown related. So you gotta stay tuned to see what I'm gonna talk about. What I'm gonna talk about? So I had somebody that was asking me about friendships. And when did I know that it was the end of a friendship, of a connection? And probably one of the most notable ones for me was a friend of mine at the time that had lost her spouse. Her husband passed away. And that's a very traumatic experience for anyone. Very, very traumatic experience. And you really don't know how people are going to react after that. Like, especially the person involved, like what their outlook on life is and things of that nature. And I allowed that traumatic experience and everything that she had gone through to overshadow bad decision making and poor choices. So every time that she made a decision that I didn't agree with, that I knew was not good for her overall well-being, I allowed her traumatic experience to excuse that behavior. So I recognize my part in it for not calling it out right there and then for what it was. I guess because I'd never really had anyone in my life that really dealt with anything so traumatic and so just heavy that I really didn't know how to proceed. I didn't know how to help her. I didn't know how to be there for her. I didn't know anything outside of, well, I'm just going to, be on the sidelines and, be that encouraging friend, even though she's doing things that are reckless, even though she's doing things that could endanger her life and the people that she loves. And it's a very hard place to be. It's very difficult. And ultimately, when a person is making destructive decisions, you're going to be on the receiving end of that at some point. Whether you want to recognize it or not, you're going to be on the receiving end. And that's basically what happened with me and her. And when life happened and the things happened and things were finally revealed, like, it was undeniable to me that this person was not a friend. And maybe, just maybe, I wasn't the type of friend that she needed in that time period. Me just going along and being her yes person, I wasn't doing her a favor, and I wasn't doing me a favor either. So I take responsibility in my portion in the situation because I don't want it to be, oh, well, this person was a bad person and they did this, rah, 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 rah. Well, I also share responsibility in that because I didn't call it out for what it was. It didn't feel good in the moment when she was making these piss poor decisions that were going to affect her for years and years to come. It didn't feel good. But I didn't know how else to deal with it. I legitimately did not know how else to deal with it. And so I just let it fester. I acted like it was normal. But what she was doing was just reckless. And women like that, they're looking for security to some degree. So when they do start dating, they're looking at guys' 401k. They're looking for this, they're looking for that, because they're looking for security. They want someone to take care of them the way other people took care of them. And maybe how her husband had taken care of her. And they were ignoring all of the red flags in the room and doing all the things that she maybe had never done with her husband before. but was reckless. And again, I was just going along to get along, I guess, because I didn't know how to respond. I felt like I was overstepping. If I step in and say something about this thing that you're doing or these things that you're doing, I'm judging, and now I'm saying this. It didn't feel good in that moment. And for me, with age comes maturity, and maturity is understanding and knowing, you know what? In that moment, in that particular time, I was wrong for not speaking out. I was wrong, y'all. I'll be the first to admit I was wrong for not speaking out. And so when the friendship eventually dissolved, she was completely and totally unaware. She was unaware. She was completely oblivious that our friendship ended. So when she reached out and wanted to pick up where we left off from, I had already moved on mentally, emotionally, physically. I moved across the country. I had already moved on. And she was still stuck in that place of, oh, well, let me get back in contact with Ash, and, everything is going to be like it was before, and she'll just continue, praising me and giving me, confirmation that I'm a good person. No. Absolutely not. And when reality finally hit her, because I had to let her know, we're not the same. We're not on the same page. We're not on the same team. And I don't want to be your friend anymore. Quite frankly, I don't. I don't want to entertain it. I don't want to pretend. I don't want to do this tango anymore. It's too heavy. It's way too heavy. And, she had her opinions on stuff, and she called me out also because, again, I think I was also to blame in that situation. It wasn't all her. It wasn't all her. But maturity is understanding that you have some responsibility in it as well. And not to just put it on someone else and, we put all the blame and everything. Oh, they're the enemy of the state. No. There were two people in that friendship. And at some point, both of them failed each other. And that's the real of it. So, moral of the story. Be real with your friends. Be upfront with your friends. Because when you're not, essentially you're being fake. You're encouraging piss poor behavior. And at some point you're going to come to a fork in the road. Are you going to continue this friendship, or are you going to grow spiritually and emotionally as a person? The choice is yours. So that's all I got to say for the day, you guys. I know that was kind of a heavy one. But that's life sometimes. Life is heavy sometimes. And you got to be upfront with yourself. And accept accountability. Accept the responsibility of it, because, that's just what it is. But I hope y'all have a great week. Have a peaceful, purposeful, and productive week ahead. I'll let y'all later. Deuces.